What the fuck is going on? What the cuss word is going on? Pull up. Pull up. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Yeah, I figured it's time we gotta talk today, man. We gotta talk. Some things going down. There's some things going down. There's some things going down. We gotta talk about it. Shout out to Sugar Black. Sugar Black, you better be in here. Sugar Black, you better be in here. Yeah, what's up, people? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sugar Black. Sugar Black. Shit's crazy. What is going on, man? What the fuck is going on? We gotta talk. We just gotta congregate, right? We gotta figure. I gotta figure out what's going on. Two things. Number one, Norbes is suing the URL. Not just for. I'm gonna just say this one time. I have no clue what anybody heard from Norbes or anybody that spoke to him or anything like that. I have no goddamn clue. But what I know, Sugar Black. Oh my goodness, she in the building. Um, Sugar Black, you listen. I'm here because of you right now. Okay, I was thinking about doing this later, but I saw your donation, and I had to start it up early. So here we go. Um, he put men on stage. He wants his cut. Do y'all think it got y'all think it's strictly that? Y'all think it's just I want my just due for what I did? Y'all think it's that? I want to know what's going on. What's up, King? Everything good? I'm just trying to see what's going on. What's going on? Like what? Suing the URL? And is that figure right? He's suing for that much money? If it goes to trial, the battlers will know exactly how much URL is worth. It's not really our business how much URL is worth. URL is URL. We are us. We battle rap on URL. We also battle rap in other places. Um, I don't think it's anybody business but URL with URL is worth. Doors is responsible for Twork. He helped build from the ground up. See, this is the thing. What is there a monetary value on that? Because I've been hearing $40 million. So we got to figure out what exactly is he suing for, and if there's an actual valid. I didn't see. I know there's some people talking about they saw the whole all the paper the whole document and all that, and I ain't get to read and I don't go that far. I just want to know what it's about. Like I know he got that's one of the worst ways to get fired. You feel me? Like we saw the video and we saw what transpired after the video, and for it to be a huge staple in URL, that was a sad. Did North put me on URL? No, no, he did not. No, he did not. The only person, the only people that could take any type of credit for anything that ever happened with JC is Pontiac. You feel me? Mac Myron, Mike Murderers, because that was the platform where it first happened. Um, and Midwest Miles. You know what I mean? Nigga, I've explained this story a bunch of times, but for Midwest Miles, you know what I mean, he had the whole Animal House joint, and he pretty much walked me past everybody that he had lined up to get, you know. to get me there. And when it came to him getting me there, without no sugarcoating or nothing, he walked me right through the door. You feel me? Like I told him, I was like, yo, we just did this battle, whatever. He hit me back up. Couple hours. No, actually, he hit me up the next morning. He wrote on my Facebook wall, and he was like, "Inbox your number. I got a battle for you." And so I inboxed him. He called me. I was sitting outside my job. He called me, and the battle was Animal House versus the Jungle on URL. So the very first battle I did, which is why I absolutely credit um, Mac Myron and Mike Murders and all that, and Yaktown as a whole. Um, it was that first battle that got me on Smack. After that, it was nothing. There wasn't really anything in between. I did that one battle. That was the first battle I had ever, the first actually structured battle I'd ever did in my whole life. And then after that, I did the Luciano Crack battle. It was right after that. It was my second battle in life was on Smack. So it was yeah, I mean Lux. I just read that. I just read that he don't want that unlimited rooftop action though. But no, it was Midwest Miles that pretty much walked me through the door. It was like, yo, I got one for you, and so yeah, it's not many people that can take credit for me being on the stage. Of course, I got to show out. Of course, I got to get out there and do what I do. But the cosign, the look, the opportunity, Midwest Miles and Pontiac, no other way around it. Um, so $40 million, like I mean, first of all, where do we get that number from? JC ended time, but I ended a lot of niggas' careers. Listen, if there was a battle rap graveyard, I'd have my own section of the cemetery. There would be nobody that could put bodies in a certain section of the cemetery because it's full. Like I've ended a lot of niggas. Um, the see, yeah, but see, like $40 million is a lot of money to. You know, a lot of people say aim for the clouds, aim for the sky, aim for the moon, whatever you want to do. But that's a lot of money. Like, I'm not saying URL ain't worth that money, but I don't think Norbes put in $40 million worth of work. And I don't think he's asking for it from a $40 million company. Like, I do think URL is worth a lot of money, and I do think it's very earned. They built it from the beginning. $40 million for 10 years? I don't think he did $40 million of work in 10 years. $40 million? Like $40 million, y'all know it's some rappers, like real rappers that ain't even made that might deserve it. Nobody underestimating URL. I'm being realistic. I think URL might have him a couple mil. But we talking about 40. Like, and we talking about 40 to just give up from a lawsuit. Like, that's a lot of fucking money. Well, yeah. That's what I'm getting to, right? When you talking about high figure, meet in the middle, and all that, I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. I get that, but I don't know. Y'all not being realistic. I don't think. I don't think y'all being realistic. Like you can't you know you say he just want 500K. Listen, hey, if Norbs put out a paper and went to sue your URL for $1 million, it wouldn't shock me. That would be reasonable. I would understand it. I would get it, Hey, he put in a lot of work for a long time, and now they're at the spot where they're kind of reaping the benefits of all the work that was put in over that time. Go try to get your money, big dog. I get it. But 40 million motherfucking dollars? Like $40 million? Detroit and Flint has better rappers than Young Mama face hairy boy. Her whole face. Um 11 years. Yeah, listen. Y'all, I don't understand. I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying as far as this figure is concerned. That is a lot of money. I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying. I could see wanting a percentage as well. I could see wanting a percentage. Um, I'm the most rational out of the media. I mean, because I really, I mean, of course, this is media or whatever, but I really don't consider myself that. I'm speaking from a perspective they can't speak from. You know what I mean? Most media can't speak from the perspective I'm speaking from. So a lot of times, they a lot of videos get uploaded off pure speculation. Um, you say Norbs know something we don't. That could be true. That could be true. The Twork situation alone is $10 million. I get that y'all like battle rap. I get that y'all are. I'm a fan. Twerk Norbs is not finna get $10 million for bringing Twerk to the URL. Do you see why I'm explaining to y'all why y'all have to understand the perspective? I think that's pure idiotic. You think a battler's success alone is worth $10 million? Don't respond to the twat, but I have to because you gotta understand a lot of what people are a lot of the where people are coming from with it is in that same mind frame. Well, he's found these type of battlers, and this person blew up, and that person blew up. $10 million, and I'm not saying not for Twerk. I'm saying for a battler. Like, there's no battler with like $10 million. That's come on now, come on now. And Twerk, one of the biggest stars in battle rap. But I mean, God, the $10 million, like y'all crazy as hell. Fuck that Cash App scam here. I have no idea about all that shit. I'm not talking about all that. So y'all gotta understand, a lot of times the best response is no response. A lot of times a niggas say shit that they don't know nothing about, and they end up digging themselves into a hole that they didn't even realize they was stepping into. There's no point of even talking about anything that got anything to do with anybody else and anything that they doing in their life. But I just got baited into saying something about a scam that somebody allegedly was running. I don't care nothing about that shit. I don't care nothing about that shit. Y'all gotta put way better energy out there. And if that person is doing something like that, let them put that energy out there and receive whatever they getting coming back to them. But like, that's gossip. That's gossip. Like, we don't do that shit. That's women shit. Twerk is too much of a liability. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the worth of these people coming into the URL because of Norbs. You understand what I'm saying? If Norbs is 100% the reason that this person is battling and has major success, and he feels like he's entitled to such and such and such, where are you getting that figure from? The number is to intimidate him, but you can't intimidate nobody that don't think that number is like. we all know Beasley a smart nigga. Like he probably saw $40 million and start cracking the fuck up. We gotta be realistic. How no? I don't know. I don't know. Like us. One person said something that's very, very, very reasonable, and that is Norbs could know something we don't. That's the possibility that would allow this wild ass lawsuit to even make it to court. But I mean, shit, you wouldn't. I don't know. Should get a percentage of the battler's income. You will never be a lawyer. What is a URL even worth to you? It's hard to gauge that. It's hard to gauge that. I don't know. I don't know what it's worth to me. To me, I don't think it's a $40 million company. I do think it's well over $1 million company. I think it's proven. I think they've proven that. Um, but 40 million, y'all gotta understand. It's not. It's a lot of companies out here that y'all subscribe to faithfully. That's not $40 million companies. Like, it's a lot of like they think URL is worth as much as Amazon. If you think Amazon worth $40 million, you out your mind. That dude at Amazon shit $40 million. Yo, URL worth more than 40 million. Listen, if I put it like this, if that kind of money was out there for URL, if they had that money, there is no caffeine, right? URL monopolizes all of its revenue, and there's no third party involved whatsoever. You understand what I'm saying? If URL is worth $40 million, there's no caffeine. There's no caffeine. URL runs its own streams, its own cameraman, it's its own company. Name a $40 million company with a third party. There's no need for caffeine if URLs were $40 million. Now caffeine paying them, of course URL is worth money and worth a lot of money. A whole streaming platform pulled up on them and made them the number one priority, and then got Drake involved. Like they are worth a shit ton of money. But you got to realize how much $40 million is. That's a lot of money. URL is trademarked. That ain't what I'm talking about. I get what you're saying, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about from the simple fact of they might have this money, and a lot of people believe that they're about to blow up. They just got this fat ass check, and now they can. Nah, it don't work like that. Danny in here? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? My brother Bar God in the mother building. Y'all shout out Danny one time. Shout out Danny one time. That's my brother. That's the GOAT, man. That nigga the GOAT. One thing y'all need to realize about Danny, man, this is the craziest shit in the world. He old as shit. This is why this is the thing. Not in the, it sounds funny, right? Because I'm making a joke about it. But the shit that people say about the battlers that people feel like are the old battlers apply to Danny. He just been beating y'all ass so long that it feels like he's one of y'all. Like he's been doing this as a big uncle standpoint for a very long time. Yeah, yeah. Danny's a fucking alien, bro. He's a fucking alien. He been doing this for a very. When we talk about longevity, like we talk about DNA and what I mean, shit like that. You need to talk about Danny Myers. He was battle rapping before it was commercialized, and I know a lot of people say that, but he's been on the see he right there go 1992. Like this is when this is when rapping was battle rapping. If you understand, if y'all understand what I'm saying, Danny can he can attest to it. I've done my dude. I know what it was like. Battle rap, like when you rapped, you had to say, even when you were just writing verses, you had to say slick shit that applied to people that could disrespect people that could do it. So regular rapping was battle rapping. If you just listen to older songs and shit like that, they dissed people. It was all everything was like battle rap. So then from for Danny to come from a 1992 style of battle rap to conform into this ultimate madness bracket and go to the semifinals, he might be one of the greatest ever. Like that's well over a decade of work. Well over a decade of solid work. A decade of solid work. That's hard to do. It's almost impossible. Danny top five. He in my top five. You hear me? Off consistency alone. This the thing. Niggas don't even realize we gave Danny the tournament simply because we knew he would outright everybody. We didn't think he would lose simply because we knew he would be prepared. He would walk right into it and go, basic. You have to tone down my lyrics to fit this. I bet you did. I bet you did. Everybody asks why I rap so slow. It's the era. It's the era. Back in the day, crowd reaction, there was no such thing. Like most of the time, crowd reaction was at the very, very, very end of the round. But for the most part, niggas was rapping and you rap the whole time and you niggas got their little grit and but you was rapping. I'm a rap and the most time somebody gonna respond and gonna be at the end of the round when I'm done rapping. And that's such and such and such with MCs before me. Woo! That's how battle raps used to end back in the day. Nowadays, shit. Don't touch me. Don't get in front of me.